Hi, Landry Etheridge here with Etheridge Counseling Group, here to talk about getting up in the morning, which can be so hard for many of us. I don't know that I'm necessarily a night owl, but I also don't know that I would say I'm an early bird either. Getting up in the morning can definitely be a challenge for me and many of my clients too, I hear. So I think we could all benefit from a few tips for helping wake up in the morning, get energized, get going, and kind of starting your day right. One thing that has helped me personally so much is changing how I use my alarm. So back in the day, I, like many of us, used my phone alarm. But there were a lot of bad habits that crept in because I used my phone alarm. My phone was readily available. So I was often on my phone late at night, which was inhibiting my body's ability to release melatonin naturally. And I would have to rely on taking a melatonin supplement, which then affected the quality of my sleep. I would get these really vivid nightmares and not have though I would fall asleep, I wouldn't have as restful a sleep. And then in the morning, your alarm goes off with this really annoying sound. You grab your phone, and what do? You start scrolling, and you immediately your energy and focus is not your own. You're not starting the day in a grounded, centered way. So that whole period of my life was really negatively affected by poor sleep habits. So one of the biggest things that has been helpful for me getting really restful sleep and therefore being able to get up in the morning so much more easily is to switch to a normal alarm clock. So the alarm clock that I have that I love, it's so old. I've had it for ages. But it has a setting that wakes me up with bird sounds, which I love. So that has been a hugely helpful way for me to have this really gentle, slow wake up in the morning that isn't immediately, a buzzer sending my cortisol through the roof and starting me off in a really just kind of funky bad mood and then moving into scrolling on my phone. So that is one tip that's been so helpful for me. Start my day with bird sounds, which is just a sound that I love in general anyway, as sort of a self-proclaimed nature girl. And then I have a backup alarm on the same alarm clock that will come in with a beeper if I didn't wake up with the birds or if I, yeah, kind of need that extra push to get up and turn off the alarm and get going. But another one that has helped me in the past when I really struggled with getting out of bed was to make these really small goals. So saying like, you've got to get your day started just felt like too much. And so I would say, Landry, just put your foot on the floor, put one foot on the floor. I am such a fan of breaking things down into really small baby steps. So that was a helpful tool for me as well back when it was just like I just I had no will to get up in the morning. Was just to say, Landry, just put one foot on the floor. And inevitably I would get another foot on the floor and I'd finally make my way, to grab my water or whatever it might be. But I've created a list of 10 different helpful tips for you to incorporate if you, like many people, struggle with getting their day started. And maybe you're struggling to get your day started because of depression, or maybe it's like crippling anxiety about, all that's coming before you in the day. And I think these 10 tips are going to be helpful for you no matter what the barrier is to getting up and getting going and starting your day. If you have any other tips, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments. I'd love for other people to read what works for you. So definitely leave a comment if you have a tip that you'd like to share. I'd love to read about them. So if you want to read all 10, make your way over to the blog where you'll see all 10 listed there. And hopefully this will help you get up in the morning like it's helped me and some of my clients.